Hello, people, it's me. And I've been thinking a lot about thoughts. I'm thinking about thoughts and I'm thinking about states of mind and mostly about how our thoughts can be the driver of our vehicle, how our thoughts are such a powerful tool, and no one really teaches us how to think. I think we're taught what to think, but not how to think, or how powerful our mind can be. And that can be in terms of manifestation, perceiving reality, perceiving how we feel. So many things go through the filter of our mind. And so I think it's a really important thing to build a relationship with our thoughts and with our mind. Yeah, and I say this as a person who has struggled a lot with spiraling thinking, spiraling thoughts, overwhelm, stress, anxiety. I've definitely experienced phases of life where my thoughts feel absolutely uncontrollable, where it feels like my thoughts are controlling me. And this is just simply something to become aware of and something to work through and to hold yourself through, because that is a real experience. But yeah, I've just been reflecting on myself and my sort of journey with my thoughts. I think I have a very harsh critic sometimes that dips in and out of my mind, that maybe comments here and there on things I'm doing or things other people say or whatever it may be. Sometimes I have this harsh critic in my head. And the first step is, of course, to notice your thoughts, to notice your inner critic, who can be needed in some situations and also isn't needed in some situations. Sometimes that critic is way too welcome here, and we don't need you to criticize everything. But yeah, I think through meditation and through practicing observing thoughts, practicing slowness and conscious movement, conscious action, conscious thinking starts to unravel these maybe rigid or harsh patterns that exist in our mind. Because then we become aware of it, then we can say, oh look, I have just had this judgment about this thing that actually isn't necessarily good or bad. Or, oh, I see that I have this feeling about this thing, and I'm just gonna sit with that feeling actually, and I'm not gonna let it spiral out of control or lead me into a different place or a deeper place or a darker place. I'm just gonna let it simmer where it is, you know? And another thing that's really helped me is I did this challenge with my friend where we would write 5 affirmations every day and 5 things we're grateful for. And usually the affirmations would be in correlation to where we're at in life and what we're experiencing, what's going on in our schedule, in our day. If we're having a very busy day, then making affirmations that support the day ahead. So for example, if I'm having a very busy day, I'll write some affirmations, perhaps even when I'm busy, I take things slow, or I take deep breaths consistently, constantly throughout my day, or whatever comes my way, I can handle. And then throughout the busy day, your mind just starts to go back to those affirmations that you wrote in the morning or at whatever time of day it was. And you just start to feel a little bit more in control of things, you know? I'm having this really busy day, but then I have this thought in my head that keeps coming back to me that says that I can handle this. And the next thing you know, you got it. It's all good. And it's such a powerful thing. I didn't realize what that would do for me, but it's really made my mind a kinder and softer and more gentle place, and I highly recommend this practice if you're someone who struggles with spiraling or overwhelming thoughts. But yeah, you're definitely not alone. Like, it's such a common thing that I feel like isn't really spoken about too much. You know, we kind of just go about our lives and the material world in a daze and just, I don't know, feeling like very separate from the world. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but you know, we're all in this together, and I think sharing our experiences and our tools can help us support one another through, you know, tough times. And if you have any tools or suggestions or methods that maybe you use to get out of a spiral, or that have helped made your mind a kinder place, I'd love to know, you know? I'd love to hear about it, because we're in our heads for the rest of our lives. Not literally, but you know, we have our mind and our thoughts for the rest of our lives, and we must make friends with it and make it a kind and safe place to be, if it's where we filter our whole experience of life through, you know? And that's not to undermine, you know, the other aspects of our reality. There is, you know, the emotional body, the spiritual body, the material worlds. There are so many aspects to this, but I'm talking about one today. Anyways, I hope you have a good day, and I hope maybe you could think some kind things to yourself. I don't know, like maybe that'd be really cool. But yeah, I shall go now.